everyone, I'm Lillian. Today I'm going to be doing the underrated book tags, and I am really excited because I really just love talking about underrated books because most of the books I read are not very popular and underrated in general, so that's most of the books I read. So I'm excited to share with you all what books I think are underrated and maybe encourage some of you to pick up a few fantastic reads. So I'm just going to start this off right here, and the first part of the tag is a favorite book that you find underrated. So I find most of my books underrated that I actually really enjoy, so most of my favorite books are underrated, but today I'm going to go with one, and that is Waterfall by Lisa T. Bergren. It is one of the most underrated books I have read, yet it is one of the best books I have read. I'm sure if you watched my previous videos before, you've seen me mention this book a couple times probably, and yeah, I really encourage everyone to pick this up. It's just amazing, and you need to pick it up because Lisa T. Bergren's writing is absolutely fantastic. I don't see why more people don't read the series. I guess it's just not really the word that out there about it, which is where I come in. I try to tell people about this series every chance I get, really, which is why you'll see a lot on this channel. But yeah, pick this book up. The second part of the tag is an underrated book that I would want to make into a movie, and that's almost like every book on my bookshelf. But choosing just one, that would be Remnants: Season of Wonder by Lisa T. Bergren, which I hope if they make the first one, people would catch on and they finish the series. But yeah, I would love to see a Remnants movie. And I always wanted this, since I've read this, I wanted to see a movie. And the described character of Andriana looks kind of described like me, like brown hair, brown eyes, since I'm probably paler than her, and not as strong. But so I was on Twitter talking with a couple other people who've read the book and really wanted me to name a movie, and we're like, oh yeah, let's be the characters. There's one girl who said, oh, I'd be Bellona. Oh yeah, I look like Bellona because I have the long hair for it. I'm like, oh yeah, I look like Andriana. So we were casting ourselves, the characters in the movie. And then the author, Lisa T. Bergren, tweeted us back, and she's like, oh yeah, I'd totally cast her in the movie. So we're just like, yes, I think we just got cast in a movie. And while I'm sure this deal would not be honored, if a movie actually was to be made, but I like to think it would be sometimes. I would love to see this play out on the big screen. I would love it so much. You don't know how excited I would be. The third part of the tag is a favorite author that more people should know. And if it's not obvious by my past two choices, I'm gonna pick Lisa T. Bergren here. And I'm still planning on reading the rest of her books that she owns, even the children's books maybe, because I'm just that cool. But yeah, favorite author right here, if you haven't noticed. And if you have not picked up one of her books yet, please do. Read them. Do yourself a favor and pick up one of her books. Do it. The next part is one book that I would choose to promote and make well known, and that would be the Anomaly Trilogy by Krista Miki. I own the first two books in e-copies, and then I have this arc of the third book. And if you've not, this series is what got me into reading pretty much dystopian sci-fi, fantasy, and all books that I know and love now is because of the series, and it is absolutely so good. I really need to get the first two books on a paperback. Read this series. I think this should be a well-known series. It should happen. It should really, really happen. The next part of the tag is a favorite character in an underrated book. And I'm really trying to avoid going back to Lisa T. Bergren again, because I could so name one from there. But I'm going to go to a different book right now, and I'm going to head back to another book that I know and love. And you probably know I love it. And that is All Fall Down by Ally Carter. I love Grace in this book. She's the protagonist. I love her. She's an amazing protagonist. And I love Alexei. I didn't like him in the beginning of the book, but then by the end of the book I was like, I love him. But in the beginning of the book I loved Noah, and by the end of the book I hated Noah. So, random thought out there, if you love Alexei more than Noah, comment down below and tell me, because I really need some people on my side, because I made my sister read this book and she chose Noah over Alexei, and I'm still kind of mad at her for that, but I'm getting through it, but I really just need some more people that are on Team Alexei instead of Team Noah, and I do Team everything currently. The next part of the tag is a book series that is very underrated, and for this one, I'm gonna have to go with the Pivot Point series by Casey West. And while they are fairly well known, I feel like they could do even better because they are so good. Wrong order. They are so good. Pivot Point is the first book, and Split Second is the sequel, and they are so amazing. Casey West is probably, writing-wise, my favorite author just because her writing is so amazing. You have to read it to believe it, and I want to read every Casey West book, no matter what it's about, just because of her writing. It is so good, and these books are so good, and more people should read it because why would you not read it? And the covers are gorgeous. The next part of the tag is the bookstore I find most underrated book, and that would have to be either Christian Book or Book Outlet. The next part of the tag is what book character would I turn into a real-life celebrity, and that would be Luca from the River of Time series by, Lisa T. Berggren. Luca's down there, cover Rodolfo. You don't need to know about him. I don't like him that much. But I love Luca. Luca is Luca, and that really sounds weird. But yeah, Luca. The next part of the tag is, do I like to keep unknown books a secret, or do I like to share it with the world? And if you haven't learned from this video, I don't keep unknown books a secret. I force people to read them. Sometimes literally. And I also and it's shameless for me to share about books that I love a lot. You know, it's just pretty shameless. Like, it just kind of happens sometimes to share about my favorite authors and my favorite series and all of that. Just kind of happens. I don't even try to mean to stuff it in your face. But you should read these books if you haven't before. And the last part of the tag is who I am tagging to do this. And I didn't get tagged for this, but I never got tagged for this. I think I saw Bruce Project. I think that's hers. I'll put her booktube down below if you don't already know about her. But I think I watched her do the video and then I went to do the video. But I will tag people. For this, I tag Kaden from 1,000 Books to Read and Amanda from Read by Amanda. And if you've not checked out their channels and subscribed to them, I'll have the links down below. So definitely go subscribe to them because they are some awesome people, awesome booktubers that you should totally watch. Well, that is all I have for today. If you have any books that you find underrated, comment down below and tell me because I love to find more underrated books to shamelessly promote in these videos. But you should totally tell me down below so maybe I will check them out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great videos coming up. And if you have any video ideas for me, comment down below any specific tags you want to see me do and I will try to maybe do them if I like them. Okay, bye.